Hello, my name is Michael Sims. I'm the UK, Republic of Ireland and Sub-Saharan Area Manager for Bell Laboratories. This session I'm going to be covering rodenticides and what Bell Laboratories can offer you in terms of non-toxic baits and how to use them efficiently. So let's get started. Okay, so big thanks to you guys that have attended the session today. I'll be trying to cover rodenticides, non-toxic baits, bait stations, and so on. If you've got any questions going forward, then yeah, please head over to our booth. I'll be there to answer any of your questions along with my colleagues. So yeah, head on over to there. So let's get started, guys. So anticoagulants, how do they work? I think the best way I can explain it is that if you get a cut on your hand, obviously we, as humans, if we get a cut on our hand, it would begin to heal, it would start to scab over. Whereas if I was to take a lot of anticoagulants and then get a cut on my hand, the blood would continue to pour until I was, to seek medical attention. Where this works in rodents, it obviously thins their blood to an enormous amount that then causes hemorrhages and it effectively kills the rodent. This type of poison is obviously used in a professional environment. We know the certification that you guys need to actually use this product. And people use anticoagulants, they're prescribed them. So they are a typical active along normal life. Vitamin K1 serves as the antidote. So obviously, if we were to see that either a pet or another human eat poison such as this, then yeah, we need to seek medical attention immediately. And vitamin K1 serves as the antidote. So that's something that we need to just bear in mind going forward when using this product. So CONTRAC BLOX. Obviously a massive player in the UK market. It's a highly palatable 28-gram block. It's got outstanding rodent acceptance. So yeah, very, very palatable in terms of rodents acceptance, which is great. This is what we need. A good excuse for that is obviously the blend of food grade ingredients that we've got within this block and the low paraffin content. Again, it's palatable yet weatherable. CONTRAC BLOX, it works well in both wet and dry conditions. So yeah, we put it under an enormous stringent tests in terms of wet and dry conditions to make sure that it works in both these environments, and it does. The feedback that we get from that is that it does, which is great. You can use this product for rats and mice indoors and outdoors, which is great news for pest controllers when they've got high infestations outdoors, when burrow baiting and so on. You can use it in open areas within a bait station. You can use it at waste dumps and sewers. So yeah, you've got the option to use it there at numerous locations. Quite recently, we've gone under new label changes with CONTRAC. The good thing that's come out of that is the impressive 36-month shelf life. Permanent baiting has also been added onto this label. So yeah, and just whilst I'm on the label, just make sure that you guys are always reading the full label. Make sure you've got the up-to-date label. There's a lot of information in there, such as target species, non-target species, which we can use for that product. CONTRAC is obviously a bromodiluene active. It's not the strongest out of the two that we offer, but yeah, we tend to say that you should use this product when trying to keep rodents at bay. So you've got control over a infestation, and you just want to keep that control. CONTRAC BLOX is a perfect product for that. Okay, so solo blocks. Again, this contains a really good active. Brodifacoum is our strongest active ingredient. It's very powerful within the UK market. With solo, we get really good and really outstanding rodent acceptance with this bait. Feedback that we get from pest control is very good. We do say to use this in high built-up areas, high infestations with rats and mice. It works particularly well with mice. So yeah, if you've got a problem and you're using other actives and you're not getting out anywhere with it, then solo is probably the one to switch over, just to gain that control of the area. With solo, again, it's a highly weatherable block. It fits in tight spaces. It's got the access to use. You've got the access to use this product indoors and outdoors, so you've got that option there for you guys. With this solo, similar to the contract block, we've got the gnawing edges on the block. So obviously rodents love to gnaw on things, whatever they can get their hands on. So yeah, you've got that option there to use that product indoors and outdoors. You've got a 24-month life. 24-month shelf life with this product. So yeah, you've got plenty of time to be using it over those 2 years. And quite recently, out of that new registration we've managed to get the 25 ppm registered, which is a bit of a lower concentration of Brodifacoum. But yeah, I mean, it's something that we've not launched as yet, but I'd be grateful if there's a demand out there. If you guys have got a need for this type of product under a 25 ppm concentration, then yeah, please go over to the booth. I'll be there, and we can kickstart conversation on this straight away. Just get in touch, guys. So that was the rodenticides that we can offer you guys. Just going to push on a little bit now into primary poison and secondary poison, what we effectively want the poisons to do and what we don't want them to do. And then I'll head into a little bit of tamper resistance as well. So non-target exposure, obviously that's something that we don't want to get involved in, both as a manufacturer and our pest controllers. We try to cover them as much as we can with this. Yeah, primary poison is the result of an animal directly consuming enough of a rodenticide to get a lethal dose, so essentially killing a rodent. We don't want that to happen with any other species. We just want that to happen with rodents that we are getting problems with in that area. So yeah, that is our primary position in terms of when we need to poison a rodent. Secondary poisoning is the result of an animal indirectly consuming active ingredient by eating animals that have consumed rodenticide. So we're talking cats, dogs, owls, foxes, and so on, eating either a mouse or a rodent as such, a rat as such, and they've eaten that rat that has already eaten poison. So that's something that we don't want, essentially. The best way is obviously looking at this, guys, is to make sure that when you're attending sites, when you're doing your follow-up visits, that you're removing any dead rodents that are visible, that are out in the open. This will obviously stop secondary poisoning happening, and that's exactly what we need you guys to do. It's obviously a big talking point within crew. So yeah, it's just a bit of a notification in terms of what secondary poisoning is and what we can do to stop that from happening. Another way we can stop this from happening, guys, is obviously using tamper-resistant stations. That's just a number of the stations that we've got there. Our most recent one there on the left, the Evo Edge. So this is something that you guys can use at this moment in time. I'm also doing a talk on the Protector Evo Edge as well, so make sure you tune into that. I could talk more about that bait station. It's a great bait station going forward. But again, with the Evo range, we've got that new key functionality here with the Evo key, which makes it a lot more easier for people, for pest controllers, for servicing bait stations. We've got our landscape here where you can use that at particular sites, such as like care homes, where they don't want to see a big plastic station that you've got there, kind of thing. You've also got the circuit as well, which works well against side of warehouses. Just a bit of a cover up there for your clients. So DTX monitoring bait. So we use DTX monitoring bait for identifying rodent behavior and movement. So this is a non-toxic bait, which is very palatable again. But within this as well, you've got a biomarker where you can use a UV torchlight where you can shine this onto rat droppings to see where their movements are, and any feces, any rat urine will shine fluorescent, so you can see where the guys, so you can see where the rodents are actually moving within your area. A good way of using this again is with pulse baiting. Yeah, you can use that as a non-active monitoring bait. So you can put that into your station there, as you can see. This particular instance that I'm showing you is with our new IQ sensing tray that you've got there. So if you were to get activity within that station, then you know that you're getting rodents going in and out. So again, what that would give you the indicator to do is to replace this straight away with our contract or solo blocks, depending on the situation that you guys want to use it on. Obviously, you'll be able to see that activity on the IQ station. So yeah, that's just a good way of looking at that going forward. I'd just like to thank you for listening, guys. If you've got any questions, like I said at the start of the presentation, head over to our booth. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you've got. We've got a lot of content on our booth. We've got our own seminar schedule, so you can go in and view talks that we're doing throughout the day, such as this one. And yeah, you can talk to myself and to my colleagues directly. So yeah, please get in touch. And yeah, thank you very much for listening.